My name is Leo Spino. Our company is United Communications Corporation. We are the authorized Motorola paging distributor here in the U.S. I'm here today to introduce and review the latest release in the iconic Minitor product line, the Motorola Minitor VI. Motorola first introduced the original Minitor pager in 1975, and the product was quickly adopted by emergency service personnel. In the early 1980s, the Minitor II replaced the original Minitor, delivering an updated electronics package in a much smaller form factor. Over a 20-year period, the Minitor II became the dominant product and the standard across the country for emergency radio paging. In 1999, the first synthesized Minitor pager, the Minitor III, was released. Shortly thereafter, the Minitor IV, the first UL intrinsically safe rated fire pager, was introduced with additional improvements in performance. In 2005, the Minitor V offered yet more improvements and was the first pager to offer a wide or narrowband performance option. Today, the Minitor VI arrives, solidly built upon almost 40 years of continuous improvement in the Minitor line, backed of course by Motorola's unwavering commitment to serve the U.S. emergency paging market. Let's do a quick overview of the Minitor VI pager, then we can double back and take a closer look at the product in more detail. The Minitor VI pager is available in 4 models. The standard version is offered in 2 ways: a 1-frequency model, or multiple frequency up to 5 channels, and a second version, UL intrinsically safe models that are also offered in 1-frequency or multiple frequency configuration. All Minitor VI varieties come standard with the stored voice feature and an 8-position selector switch. The pager is available in the VHF and UHF frequency bands. Every model of the Minitor VI pager comes standard with a 2-year warranty. When informed that there is a new Minitor VI pager available, the question asked by most in the fire service is, how does a Minitor VI compare to a Minitor V pager? So let's take this question head on with a more detailed look at some of the new enhanced features of the Minitor VI in a comparative mode with the Minitor V pager. The Minitor V pager was offered in a 1 or 2 frequency model. As discussed, the Minitor VI offers a 1 to a maximum of 5 frequencies. Stored voice was an option on Minitor V. Every Minitor VI model now offers stored voice as a standard feature. The capability of stored voice of the Minitor VI product is greatly enhanced over what was offered on the Minitor V pager. The recording time is doubled from 8 minutes on the Minitor V to 16 minutes on the Minitor VI. The ability to manage a stored voice feature is greatly enhanced by moving the controls from a simple push button on top of one of the knobs on a Minitor V to a more functional play, forward, rewind, save capability executed by using new controls now placed on the face of the Minitor VI pager. Minitor V had a 4-position selector switch. The Minitor VI has an 8-position selector switch, which allows more flexibility and a multitude of options when programming a pager. The additional switch positions allows a user to allocate up to 5 different frequencies with different audio, musical, or personally recorded alerts, plus a variety of vibration cadences and priority types, plus multiple scan combinations. The bottom line is the Minitor VI 8-position selector switch allows a significant increase in the flexibility and customization for each department or user. This is an excellent time to point out that the Minitor VI pager allows a user to access 5 frequencies, meeting the needs of 99.9% of all users, but does so without adding a display to the pager. We have always felt adding a display to a fire pager adds cost, complexity, and it can become a potential maintenance issue down the road. We know the dependability and warranty you get from your pager is important and very critical to you. The standard warranty on a Minitor VI is doubled to 2 years versus 1 year on the Minitor V pager. One of the areas we especially like in our comparison between the Minitor VI and Minitor V pager falls into the area of battery, charging, and the actual design of the standard charger. So let's take a look at how the Minitor VI and Minitor V compare in this critical area. Let's start with a simple basic difference. The Minitor VI uses a lithium battery and the Minitor V uses a nickel metal hydride battery. Although listed on the spec sheet with the same useful life, a lithium battery is typically lighter and has better performance characteristics. Frankly, it is just newer technology. One of the areas of concern on the Minitor V pager was battery fit and charging. A lot of attention was paid to this area when designing the Minitor VI pager. The small, let's call it a catch, was part of the Minitor V case that was used to secure the Minitor V battery in the correct position. If this catch was off just a tiny bit, either on the battery or the case, it could actually capture the battery and secure it to a point where you might need a tool in some cases to pry it loose. This element has been removed from the Minitor VI pager. The power connection between the battery and the pager have been moved from the top of the battery connecting to inline spring-loaded pins on the Minitor V to a more stable and durable connection on the back of the pager. In another great move by the Motorola Minitor VI design team, the battery lock was moved from the pager case to the battery. This is critical because pager users tend to keep their pagers for 10+ years. Now every time you change batteries, you get a new lock. Another big win for the Minitor VI is found in the area where the contacts on the bottom of the pager connect with the charger. This area has undergone a significant design enhancement. An issue with the Minitor V was this connection was accomplished through 10 small holes that allowed the pins in the chargers to align and connect with the pager. These holes could get clogged up with grit or moisture and make it nearly impossible to keep this area clean or provide any field maintenance. It was nearly impossible for a user to keep these connections clean. On the Minitor VI, this area has been completely opened. The size of the contacts in the pager have been enlarged, and the area is now accessible for a user to do common maintenance to keep this area clean and working properly. This brings us to the charger itself. The Minitor VI charger base is smaller than its predecessor. The most important change to the charger is that it is now powered through a USB connection. This enhancement means that you have the option now to power your charger using a standard USB cable connected to a USB port on a computer or in a vehicle. A USB universal design provides a lot of flexibility, but will really come in handy during periods of power outages. Now you can plug your charger into the power plug on your vehicle, avoiding tying up a generator or lining up at the station to take your turn at charging your pager during extended power outages, as we have seen through many recent natural disasters. Speaking of power outages, the Minitor VI also has an optional alkaline battery pack that can be used in place of the standard battery, adding even more flexibility to the Minitor VI pager. I hope you found our introduction to the new Motorola Minitor VI pager helpful. Our effort today was designed to provide a quick overview of the Minitor VI to help you become more informed about the product. More details are always available on our website, UCCwireless.com, or by calling our office at 888-763-7550. Let us know how we can help you get connected with the new Motorola Minitor VI pager. Be safe out there.